Hello guys, today we will be discussing about how can we use logarithm to solve numericals. Now if you remember, maybe specifically for 11th 12th, logarithm part is used for 11th and 12th. Okay, you must have seen, if you are belonging to 11th or 12th, your school people, specifically state board people, more than CBSE, state focuses on this. Okay, so they teach you log table, they teach you to find out the logarithm of a specific number, and therefore after that they help you in solving the numericals. Okay, why is logarithm used? That we'll be discussing. Also, what is logarithm basically? Okay, so for finding out the logarithm, first you need to know what is logarithm. What does actually logarithm mean? Okay, so we must have already seen that whenever we write log, okay, whenever we represent the logarithm, we represent by log, and there is some base written here. Maybe some number, maybe 10, maybe 2, maybe e. That is the base. Okay, that is the specific number. So now, specifically, what does logarithm mean? It is nothing but the power to which a number must be raised to get some other number or a particular number. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, it is a rough definition. However, I say power. You can see this power to which a number must be raised to get a particular number. Now here what I have done, I have used the base as 10. See, I have written a number 10 as the number. Okay, so I'm using the number base as 10. You can see log 10. Okay, so therefore 10. It means what? It means for getting this number, what should I raise 10 to? That will be the logarithm of this number. Okay, try to understand. For getting this number, I need to raise 10 to some specific value. That is what is the logarithm. For example, if I say 100, what will be the logarithm of 100? I don't know. I just represent it in form of exponents or maybe power. So it will be 10 raised to 2. So you see that when we find out the logarithm of 100 or 10 raised to 2 is 2. It means I can write log of 100 2. Okay. So basically try to understand the concept behind logarithm. Logarithm is a specific number to which a particular number in specific base of that logarithm should be raised to get that particular number. So you can see log, I have written 10 raised to log of x to the base 10 is equal to x. It means this x, if I take log of x, it will be this value. Okay, are you understanding? Okay, so there are many numbers, like for example, I'll just use a phone and I'll show you all how it works. Okay, okay, maybe you can see my phone. So I take 10 raised to, okay, maybe 2 as log of 100 is 2 is equal to 100. See? Okay, now what I do, I know, let's see, we know that log of 2 is 0.3010. So 10 raised to 0.3010. See, its value comes 1.9999. Okay, 9986. So it is nothing but approximately equal to 2. It means if I take the log of number and I raise that number to 10, it means I'll get the actual number. Okay. So this is a specific thing what I wanted to tell you. So therefore, instead of 10, 2 can be also used. Doesn't matter. Or e also can be used. You must have heard about e. Okay. So if the log to the base e is taken, then that is called as natural logarithm. It is also natural logarithm. If I write log to the base e, it is also indicated by ln. Okay. So this is log to the base e, natural logarithm. Okay. So now, therefore, when we are talking about log, so how do we find out log? Okay, how can log be specifically found out? For finding out the log value, now specifically we are dealing with log to the base 10. Okay, log, see, if you are taking log of a number and if you want to perform some log operations, so it is necessary that all the whatever log operations you are performing there in that specific numerical, every log's base should be same. That is what matters. So here also you can see I am taking only 10, and whichever log tables are provided, that are always the values of log to the base 10. Okay, so how do we find out log's value? So log value contains two parts. One part before decimal, one part after this point or decimal. The part which is before decimal, okay, is called as characteristic. and the part after the decimal or the point is called as mantissa. This together forms log value of specific number. Okay, so now characteristic. Well, how do we find out characteristic? Characteristic is actually just a basic value which gives us an idea about the number of digits. Okay, present in the specific number. So what I have written, number of digits before decimal. So when I write a number, for example, I'll write 215.4. Okay, we need to find out the log of 215.4. So before decimal, how many digits are there? How many number of digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 3. So how to find out the characteristic of this? I'll go for 3 minus 1. That will be equal to 2. Okay, so it means characteristic of 215.4 will be 2. Point. After that comes mantissa. What is mantissa? Mantissa is a specific value which varies from number to number. It is actually a fractional value. Okay, so that is itself given in the table. Only mantissa only is provided in the log table. Okay, so we'll find out the mantissa for this, and I'll even show you how to find out mantissa. Okay, so first and foremost thing, if you see the log table shows the presence of multiple columns. Okay, just see this. You can see here there are the numbers 13, 14, 15 right till 99. Okay, and here there are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 till 9, and here the mean difference. Okay, so if I talk about log of 215.4, so I got the characteristic as 2. Okay, now how will I find out the mantissa? So 215.4. So split that number. How you need to split that number? Now if there are 4 digits, maximum 4 digits ka log only can be found out. Okay, so here you can see you have to split this in first 2 digits, then 1 digit and another single digit. Okay, this way you can find out the log. So 21 will be considered, and the value of 21 in 5th column will be seen, rather 6th column, because 0 also is one of the column, and further mean difference will be seen in 4th. Okay, so now let's see. So this is your log book. You can see here the value, you can see 21. Okay, you can see 5. So intersect 21's 5. Okay, because it is 215.4. So their point doesn't matter. So 21 and 5. 3, 3, 2, 4. And here it is 2, 1, 5 and 4. So in 4 you will be seeing 4 is what? 8. Right? 4th. You can see 4th mean difference. It is 8. Okay, so what happens is, what will be the value? 21's 5, it is 2, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 3, 3, 2, 4. My apologies. 3, 3, 2, 4. So 3, 3, 2, 4 plus 8 will go around 3, 3, 3, 2. Right? So the mantissa becomes 3, 3, 3, 2. So this will be your log value for 215.4. Okay, now do you want to cross check, is our log value correct? We can cross check it. How can we do it? I'll just do the same thing, 10 raised to that specific number. Okay, so 10 raised to 2.3332. See, 215.37, which rounding up comes to 215.4. See, it means this log value is exactly correct. Okay, in log value there are hardly some differences in 4th digit. That happens because many times numbers are non-terminating. So how will you get the last digit, and how will you round up? So rounding up when comes, that time the approximation value comes. So it is 2.3332. In this way you can find out the log. So this is the characteristic. Okay, and this is the mantissa. Clear? Okay, so I'll so teach you how to find out the logarithm, anti-logarithm of this. Okay, anti-logarithm also is equal necessary. So if you find out the anti-logarithm, what should be it? It should be 215.4. It is just the reversal. It is just, anti-log is just the reversal of 215.4. There are many ways to find out anti-log. Why you need to find out the anti-log? Because in numericals, when you get values that are normal values, for solving them you convert them into log, and again you need to reconvert them into anti-log. Okay, why? Because you have to get actual value. You cannot give the value in log form. Okay, so therefore let's find out the anti-log of 2.3332. So what I do is, for my convenience, I just split this 2.3332 3332 into 2 forms, that is this 2 separate and 0.3332 separate. Okay, so now while finding out the logarithm, what I need to do is this 2, actually after finding out the anti-logarithm of this 2 turns to be 10 raised to 2. Whatever number is there, that will go to 10 raised to 2. Okay, this is the shortcut method what I am showing. And this 0.3332, so this is the characteristic and this is the mantissa, so we need to find out the reverse of it. So whatever number will be there in characteristic, here what we are going to find out characteristic, we have subtracted by 1. So therefore there, for finding out the number of digits before decimal, we'll be adding that characteristic with 1. So it means, what will I do? This is 0, so what I'll do, 0 plus 1, so how many? 1. So whatever will be the antilog of this number, we will be taking the decimal in such a way that there should be one number before the decimal. Let's go for antilog. What is it? 3332. You can see antilog is always taken after point. Okay, so 3332. It's same way as we took log. So it means it will be 33s. In 33 we'll see in 3. That is in 4th column because 0 is one of the columns. And then mean difference 2. Okay, so I'll show you. So let's take it. So you can see here there is 33, right? 33 in third, that is 215.3, and further it is 2 in in 2. If you see the mean difference, it comes to be 1. So 0.33 in 3, that is 2153, and 1 goes 2154. Okay, so therefore the antilog of this number comes to 2154 only for this, and the point will be after first digit, so here point 2.154. Now this is incomplete answer, this is just the antilog for this part. Okay, now what about this 10 raised to 2? You need to multiply this 10 raised to 2 here. It will be into 10 raised to 2, that is into 100. Okay, so therefore when you convert this, so what happens further? It forms 215.4. See? So we found out the log and we again found out the antilog. Same way log and antilog have been found out. Okay, so I took just example of one number, you can take multiple numbers. Okay, now I'll tell you that what happens. Now there are 4 digits and it is fine. What happens if there is one single digit or 2 digit? How can we take the log of that numbers? Okay. So in case of 1 digit or 2 digits, how will you find out the log? Just take that 2-digit number and find out the see the mantissa. See now log characteristic can be easily found. Like if I say to find out the log of 5, log to the base 10 of 5. So how will you find out how many digits are there? 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Before decimal there is only one digit, so 0 point. Now 5, there's in logarithm I see there is no 5 present, but I can see instead of 5 there is 50, right? You can see this, there is 50. Okay, so 50. Now for 50 I need to see where after 5 there is no number, therefore in 0 only I'll see 15,690. Okay, so it will be 0.6990. In same way you can go for antilog also. It means what I need to do, 0 plus 1. So it means after first digit, now there is no more digits here. There was 2.3332. Therefore I had separated 2. Okay, and then further I multiplied by 10 raised to 2. But here there is 0. So instead of separating this directly, 0 plus 1, 1. It means after first digit the point should be placed. 69,690, right? So point ke baad it is 69. So C for 69 in 9. Mean difference 0. Okay. So even if mean difference is not given, it's understood that you will be seeing in 0 only. Okay. So see this. 69 in 9. 5.5000. No mean difference. So therefore 5000. So I write it. So antilog of this will be 5000, and according to characteristic point should be placed here. See, You got the antilog, and antilog is correct as that of the number of which log was taken. Okay, now this is for a single digit. What happens if I take two digits? Okay, for example, I take or I want log to the base 10 of 25. So how will I find out? First I need to find out the characteristic. Before decimal there are two digits. So it will be 2 minus 1, that will be 1 point. Okay, 25 is 0. Let's see. Okay, so I can see here 25. Now there is no number after 25, right? So see in 0 directly. So it is 3979. Okay, so this log will be 1.3979. And okay, and the homework for you all is that you all try to find out the antilog of this. Okay, it's nothing but 10 raised to 1, means 1 will be separated further, its antilog goes to 10 raised to 1, and this number 0.3979. You will find out the antilog of it from antilog table. Okay, so in this way we find out log as well as antilog. Okay, for solving numericals, basically we use three basic laws or three basic rules of logarithm, and that is why logarithm is so necessary to be taken. It makes the work easy. It converts multiplication and division into addition and subtraction. Okay, so you can see the first law or first rule of logarithm is if I take log to the base 10 of a number which is m into n, means any number. Yeah, I say 5 into 2, 10 into 20, or any number. Now see, I am saying smaller numbers, but if you take huge numbers, for them it will be different, bigger values. Multiplying them is difficult. So it is observed that log to the base 10 of m into n, m and n are just considered as variables which are nothing but any they can be replaced by any numbers. Log to the base 10 m into n is equal to log to the base 10 m, that is log of m plus log of n. Okay, it means when I take log of this number, which m into n wala number, okay, that will be nothing but equal to the log of m plus log of n. Okay, similarly for division there is a rule again. Log to the base 10 m divided by n of m divided by n, you can see it's log to the base 10 of m, or log of m minus log of n. So multiplication, addition, division, subtraction. Okay, so the value, if I take m divided by n and I get a particular value, if its log is taken, that will be equal to this RHS, that is separately log of m subtracted by log of n. Okay, and finally the third law which is used in numericals is that log to the base 10 of m raised to n is equal to n into log to the base 10 of m. So this n moves outside log. So n into log of n to the base 10. Alright, do you all understand? So in this way we can use in numericals. Okay, so I'll erase this, we will see whether this is true or not. Okay. So for instance, I have the number, let's take smaller numbers, 5 into 2, but I need to check whether log is correct or no for them. 5 into 2, very small number. What is 5 into 2? 10. So I take LHS as 5 into 2 and RHS as 10. So 5 into 2, let's take log. Now you cannot just take log, you need to compensate that log by taking anti-log also. Okay, so I'll say therefore, take log and anti-log. Okay, therefore LHS will be equal to log 5 into 2, no? Log to the base 10, 5 multiplied by 2. It means what is appended to the formula? Log to the base 10 5 plus log to the base 10 2. So what is log to the base 10 5? Log of 5 we saw just now, 0.6990, plus log to the base 10 of 2, it is 0.3010, same way 20 is 0 and 50 is 0. So this addition comes to how much? Just add this. Okay, so 0.6990 plus 0.3010, so this is 0, 0, 0, 0, it comes to 1.0000. So it means this is the log of 5 into 2, means when I am doing by formula. Okay, now let's take RHS. What does RHS come to be? So I'll take, so this, I'm sorry, one more thing, as I have taken log and anti-log, I'll be indicating this by A. Okay, A, and A indicates antilog. Just wait it, don't find its antilog again. Okay, so log and antilog. Take log and antilog. Therefore, it will be equal to log to the base 10 of 10. Now, what is log of 10? 10 is 0, that is 1. Characteristic is 1. 1 point. This is 10's 0 is 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is nothing but your antilog. See? This and this are equal, therefore LHS is equal to RHS. So first law is proved. Similarly, you can find it for second and third. That is your homework. That is your work. You can do for second and third, you will get the same values. Okay? Therefore, let's go for some numerical now. I'll just take a smaller numerical and stop for now. Maybe in next video, if you all request me to take some specific numerical, we can take that too. Okay? So now, for example, I have a numerical in which I need to multiply 102 into 5 square. 5 square upon 251 multiplied by 12. Okay, so what you are seeing here, we need to find out the actual value of this. Okay, so now what I do is, this is, you can see division as well as multiplication are there, and raised to numbers also are there. So I say take any order will do. Take log to the base 10 and antilog to the base 10 again. Therefore, it will be log, initially it will be huge bracket, that will say antilog, log to the base 10 of 102 multiplied by 5 square upon 251 multiplied by 12. Okay, this. So now, first what will be separate? Multiplication or division? Division. So you can see, therefore I can write A log to the base 10 102 multiplied by 5 square minus log 251 multiplied by 12. Okay, so now further still we can split it, yes or no? So, okay, so this is multiplication. Okay, so multiplication can be converted into addition because log is taken. Therefore, I can say antilog of log of 102 plus log of 5 square minus log of 251 plus log of 12. See? Okay. So therefore, antilog, now let's find out the log values. Log of 102. How many digits are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 digits. So 3 minus 1, 2 will be the characteristics. And tens 2, right? In third column you can see, as 0 is present, there will be third column. Okay, so I am seeing for 10. For 10 I am seeing in 2. That is 0086. Okay. So 0086 plus. Here you need to still convert. What will be its conversion? It will be plus 2 into log to the base 10 of 5. Right? Because it's square. So this 2 will go outside. So the number will be 2 multiplied by whatever is the log. So 5's, for 5 I can say the characteristic is 0 and multiply 6990. Okay, so therefore this is the conversion. So let's multiply 2 by this. We'll multiply that later. Minus log of 251, that is 2 point in 20 for 25 in 1. Let's see log of 25 in 1. 3997. 3997 plus 12's log, that is again 2 digits, 2 minus 1, 1 point. For 12 means 0, 0792. 0792. I'm sorry, here there is a bit of, they might cause confusion, so please be careful about it. So therefore A, we have to add, first we need to multiply, let's multiply, okay. 0.6990 multiplied by 2, 0, 18, 19, 13. So it is 1.3980. Okay, so I'll write 2.0086 plus 1.3980 minus 2.3997 plus 1.0792. Okay, so let's add it. And 0086 plus 1.3980, 6, 16, 10, 4, 3. Okay, so the value comes to be A is equal to 3.4066 minus, let's subtract it from addition of this or sum of this. So it is 2.3997 plus 1.0792. 9, 18, 17, 4, 3. Okay, so the value is 3.4789. Okay, so these are the actual values. Now let's subtract it. Now you can see the number here is bigger than this. There will be a slight change. Okay, so 3.4066 minus 3.4789. Okay, 5, 16, 7, 3, 9, 15, 8, 7, 2, 13 minus 4, 9 point. So 2 minus 3, minus 1, right? Minus 1 here is indicated as bar 1. Remember bar 1, it is written as bar 1.9277. Okay, therefore it will be antilog of bar 1.9277. Now remember, this bar 1 is just giving you the number of digits. Now as I said here, if number comes, just separate that. So I am going to do the same thing. What I am going to do is, I am going to separate these. How am I going to separate it? I am going to take bar 1 separate and 0.9277 separately. Okay, so this will further, its antilog will give me 10 raised to minus 1, and let's find out the antilog of 0.9277. I see for 0.927 comes to 8453. Okay, and next 7 is 14. So 8453 plus 14 will be 8467. So it is 8467. 8467. This will be 0 point. Sorry, not 0 point. As it is 0 point here already, it will be 8467 and point will be here. As 0 plus 1 will be 1. 8.467. Okay, so the actual value will be what? The actual value or actual antilog will be equal to 8.467 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 1. Okay, that will be equal to 0.8467. This should be your answer. Now let's see in calculator, are we getting the same answer? Okay, so the number says, what is the numerator? Can you all see it? Yeah, 102 multiplied by 5 square, that is nothing but 25. 2550 is the numerator, and 251 multiplied by 12, this must be denominator. So 2550 divided by 3012. See, 0.8466. That is for the 1. So 0.8467. So it means our calculation was right. Okay guys. So in this way we can use log. I hope this is helpful for you. I know the video is a bit long, but it will clear your all the concepts. Okay? Sure. Thank you guys. Please let me know if there are any difficulties.